So I took a walk today because I kind of wanted to hear what nature had to say when it whispered in my ear. And I walked past all these houses with their windows open wide, hearing snippets of the stories of the lives that lived inside. And there was someone wailing through tears of love just lost, and someone else regaling of a deed at someone's cost. I heard an old man's TV with the volume turned up loud, and a little girl excited about a grade that made her proud. There was a couple yelling and some friends all singing songs, so many different dwellings and so many rights and wrongs, and I passed these everyday windows on this everyday kind of block and felt a line of history like a time machine's dashboard clock where life goes on around us, veering up and out and down. Shoulders often heavy, spirits weighted towards the ground because we all have our own life with stories gone untold. And judging can't do justice to the emotional black hole that we all go through at times when we crawl towards evening's end and find the strength within us for the will to rise again. Empathy, though, is a star in the darkest sky of night. It burns a point we can't unsee and lets us see the light that we're all in this together and there is no I and we. But if I want there to be changes, it has to start with me. And I wish that we could all come to agreement on the point that we're each an equal dot in life. And no one should anoint themselves as more important or somehow more elite than any other one of us living on that street. We don't have the right to look down upon anyone else's fate, to laugh at someone's misery or spread the thread of hate, because everyone's got hardships and burdens they must bear that can get to be so heavy that they're really not aware of any needs but their own in life, and that should be okay. To give them space and grant them grace will lift you up one day. You never know when someone's hurting or the sorrows that they hide unless you walk on past their open window's other side. And crazy things may happen when it comes to human pride, and faking gain to hide the pain of spirit having died is just a way that we continue on in sweet refrain, while cloaking all our inner tears and hiding all our pain. Look, there's a million different lifetimes and a million different lifelines, and no one's got a copyright on pain. So when you see a face masked with ease and grace, don't think that person hasn't walked in rain. Everyone has a story told 1,000 different ways. The masks they wear to hide their tears protects them from our gaze, so we see their false facade painted brightly for our eyes. And hidden from our conscience is the sound of silent cries. Always know those open windows could be mirrors staring back. And if our fates were flipped and successes slipped, would the empathy that we lack feel just as good as we do when there's no cause to even blink? Because if it feels dark and hollow, then maybe we should think twice on how we judge someone else's movie script. Because it doesn't take much to take a fall and wonder where we slipped. And if that thought should give you cause to take a pause and let it sink, then maybe we should also take a pause so we can think that we could be our neighbors if justice tipped its scale. So open up and let them in, because you don't know their tale. Know they have a story through windows going untold, of anger's waste and heartache's taste, of ages young and old. We're only here this moment, and no one's without sin. So open your hearts and your minds, and let your neighbors in.